And we're back to it as we prepare for the boys' game. Had a little bit of an issue there, but Cole Owen, the technical minds behind all of our operations here, working hard to keep us out of trouble.
The Harry Potter of El Reno.
That's right. We ask, and it just sort of happens. I don't ask questions. I just feed him his Dr. Pepper and his Skittles and keep him happy, and we move on. Although he varied it up today and gave us a surprise with his M&Ms instead of the Skittles.
Right.
The starting lineup for the Indians tonight, Coach Hayden sticking with his tried and true 5. Carter Roman Nose, Matt Topai, Dominic Havern, Evan Roman Nose, and James, the listed 6'3", plays 6'5" or bigger.
Yes.
What did he go for the other night? 28 or 30?
Yeah, at least.
And he got beat.
And he was guarded by the entire team.
Yeah.
I think at one point in time, every player guarded him.
They spent a lot of time in a box and one and an all switch. We'll call it all switch against him.
Right.
Closest man to him guards James, and sometimes the closest two. So in the man-to-man, there is no box and one. We call it all switch.
Yes.
And then in the zone, the box and one. The starting 5 for the Bears. Numbers 1, 2, 11. Sorry, 12, 21. Let me double check my math here. 1, 2, 12, 21, and 12. And Kurt, I remember back when the small players wore little numbers and the big players wore big numbers, and now they just sort of, I guess, get to pick their number.
Correct.
When I made the varsity squad as a freshman, my coach said, wear this to be happy with it.
Yes. Yeah, and we effectively, as of the other night, nicknamed Evan Roman Nose as our utility all-purpose player. And I think James would have to be called our Iron Man.
Oh, yeah, I think Evan, he reminded me a lot of Magic Johnson in that last game. Played all 5 positions.
Yes.
He led the offense. He played the low post. Lots of goings on there. And that's going to be a re-jump. Nope, they're going to say last touched by Noble, and the Indians to secure first possession. Good eyes by the official. I was looking right at it. Had no idea who touched that one. So sharp eyes there. James sees the double team, finds Evan. Evan to Carter. Carter pulls his first long ball of the game, and it goes. 3-0. Yeah. And he shot that from about 22 and a half, 21, 22 and a half.
And he shot it on the move.
Yep, and Topai nearly got the steal there, but Matt jumped the passing lane. They threw it into his legs. Because he did not intentionally kick it, it's not a kicked ball violation.
Correct.
If it jumps and it's thrown into your feet or legs, that's one thing, as opposed to sticking your foot out and kicking at it like a soccer player. Or as my friends from Europe call it, footy, and an illegal screen called on number 11. And he started that screen about the volleyball 3-meter line and then held that screen below the 3-point line. So
yes,
he's a big, tall, lanky guy, much like I was when I had better eating habits. And I used to try to cover as much floor as I could too. So do it till you don't get away with it.
Correct.
And great drive on the left side by Carter. He draws
nice
the foul.
job.
I'm sorry, that's Evan.
That's Evan.
No, that was Carter. That was Carter.
It?
Yeah, Evans are picking him up. That was Carter. I almost thought it was Evan because of how confident he's dribbling with his left hand. Evan's a natural lefty. Carter's a natural righty.
Right.
But he attacked that basket hard with confidence.
He
with the ball
did.
in his left hand. Can't get the first one to go.
He's too close.
Yeah, he likes it from 22. He doesn't so much like it from 15. Gets the second one to go. 4-0, the Indians lead, 7:15 to play in the first. Good defense by Matt on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Carter with with ball responsibility. Now Matt with it. He pokes
I
at it.
haven't even noticed number 11. He has to be, what, 6'7"?
I'd put him there. Evan 6'2". And he's a full, and they're going to get James on a hold there. And credit the Noble big fella for pulling the chair out. James leaning on him pretty hard. The big tall fella from Noble just spun out from underneath him and let James hit the deck. James does a good job of that too. And that shot blocked from behind by Carter, but unable to corral it. The 10-footer by 12 goes. And on the board is Noble for the first time. El Reno up 4-2.
Yeah, that was a very nice touch, I think, by Bishop, is what they said.
James gets his pocket picked. Great job by Carter for staying with that. And good decision there. He didn't have a good clean dunk, so just go make the layup.
Yes.
Nothing will make a coach madder than putting on a show and then missing it.
Yes.
And they're going to get Dominic for the hand check.
Yeah, Dom, as you're looking on the floor, Dom actually has somebody his size tonight, Matt. Matt. Dear Lord, who are you, Zach?
I don't know. We make it up every day.
Nice job by Trey.
Yeah, and Trey just checked in for James at that last dead ball.
Yeah, James went down kind of hard, and there's
great shot fake, and Evan's going to tee that up from long. Doesn't go, but Topai soars, but he gets his pocket picked. Noble very active with their hands, and they're going to get back for the body contact.
Yes.
There. I see what Matt's trying to do, but he's got to get in front of that guy. You can't ride him. You can't hip him down the sideline there. You got to sprint, get in front of him, and then force him to make either force him step out of bounds or turn back to the inside where you got help.
Yeah.
You can't just ride him down the sideline.
Yeah, or just step off.
Yeah.
And hopefully your teammate sees that and picks it up.
And that's, big tall Evan can shoot.
Yeah, very nice shot.
Indians up by just 1, 6-5. Nice pass. Carter takes the Matt Topai pass, can't get it to go, but they're going to get Trey Davis for a hold. No, 12. It's going to be El Reno ball. Okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, based on the Noble bench. Based on the reaction of the Noble bench, yeah.
She was pointing out of bounds for us to be taking the ball out of bounds, and I thought he had Trey, and then Trey pulled away from him, and then he fell.
Yeah.
So
El Reno to retain possession. Good job by Trey Davis holding position there. Yeah, that dribble didn't take him anywhere, though, and he threw it away. That dribble's got to take you somewhere. You don't just dribble to see if there's air in it.
It does.
That ball's got to take you somewhere.
It does, but his teammates have to come to him when they realize.
Absolutely. No big fella wants to be stuck in that corner. Rossi tees it up near side corner. Can't get it to go.
Good job by
still in the mix. Can't haul it down. Noble rebounds. 21, the long three in the corner. No good, but a great block out by Trey. Evan secures it. Finds Trey. Good spin to get away from contact. Finds Matt. Matt tees it up. Does it go? It does.
There we go. Excellent job.
9-5 the Indian lead.
Good find by Trey. And the young man puts a ball on the floor at 6'5". So we like seeing that.
And the answer three. Carter to Evan. Evan leads the break with his left hand back to his right. Miscommunication, but Carter's going to get fouled. Good job by Carter coming back to the ball there. Indians lead by 1, 9-8.
Yeah, and Zach, the pace has picked up quite a bit.
Started off a little slow, sort of boxers in the first round, trying to test
kind
each
of
other.
Like the McGinnis.
Yep. You know, how are you going to play us? How are we going to play you?
And we have not played each other this year, so.
And Dominic did check out. Rossi checked in for him. A great pick and roll look by Trey.
Oh, what
opposite corner. Can't get it to go. Nearly got the roll. Keep shooting it.
Great job by Trey there, not going over the back.
He's 1 for 2, and that ball's going to be poked out last touch by the blue jersey. So,
because the way that ball came off the rim, Zach, it was very tempting for you to get one to go up and get it, but smart decision.
They're going to get Matt for, I believe, his second.
Correct.
So he's 1 for 2 with 2 fouls. And Deontay Washington to the bench, or to the table rather. He's going to check in for Matt Topai. Two for 2, Noble goes, and they're on top for the first time. Great find by Evan.
Good hustle.
Carter teased that one up. He knew immediately it was off.
Yes.
Evan did a good job running it down. He's going to try it again on the flip pass, and he gets it to go.
And he's in the corner, and Big Brother's like, I know where you are. Here's the ball.
That's right. (12-10), the Indians on top. Evan with the size disadvantage there, but challenging the lanky shooter nonetheless. Good challenge there, but it goes.
Yeah, I like the way Evan fought through that screen.
Great pick and roll action by Trey. Can't get it to go, but Evan on the backside help can't get it to go. Last touch by a blue jersey. Nope, they're going to say last touch by a white jersey. So
correct.
El Reno, the benefactor of the call. Or sorry, beneficiary. The benefactor is the one giving, the beneficiary the receiving.
Yes.
Well, if I'm Noble, I'm not sure I want that big fella handling the ball that far. Rossi's got a chance at a break.
Now the way he shoots, I'd want him spotting up.
Great shot fake by Carter.
Oh, beautiful
Trey Davis.
job.
Trey can't get it to go. Struggling tonight, the young man.
Yeah.
And we see Jacob coming to the table. Great run by block by Evan.
And there he is, Mr. Utility Man.
That's right. And Trey Davis getting coached up by Coach Hayden. I think he's getting the looks he wants. Just got to put a little touch on it.
Yeah.
And he's had a few games, even games he's done really well in, where he just seems a little bit behind the pace of play, and then he catches up to it. Are they going to count the basket here? No, they are going to count the basket.
They did.
And they're going to say after the shot, Evan pushed, so now Noble's going to throw it in. They're saying that the foul occurred after the ball was in the air, so the play stops after the shot is good or no good. So, in an illegal screen call, no, Noble ball. They're going to get 15. So Rossi. El Reno right now bit by the foul bug and trailing by 3. Inside 2 to play in the first. 11 tees it up. Doesn't go. Good block.
Good job.
Good job by Evan getting that out into the clear. He's going to attack the basket. Score the basket. And he does.
Excellent job by Evan.
Great job to finish that by Evan. Roman knows.
Good concentration. He went up not with his left hand, but his right hand.
Yeah.
And
he went up with 2 hands and then pulled his left hand off to protect it.
Yes.
And he'll get his chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. And he does. We're tied at 15 apiece, a minute 48 to play in the first. And Noble's going to throw it away on a miscommunication on the inbound pass. If you're El Reno,
we'll take it.
Yeah, if you're El Reno, got to capitalize on this possession here.
Yes.
You got a free one. Carter checks out after some good minutes, and I believe
James is coming back to the table.
Yep, James is checking in. Jonathan Reed came in for Carter. And James immediately making a difference.
Yes.
The Noble coach arguing for an offensive foul.
Well, and I know that young man was kind of taken aback by that, because he had pretty much been owning the paint as far as being able to be physical.
Yeah, and he met a bigger, stronger force.
He met a bigger, stronger, yes.
Jacob for a hold on the outside. That'll be the 7th team foul, so.
Yeah, and Coach Hayden looked at him, and he's like, get your hand up, not on.
Just because you get the one size up touch doesn't mean you have to use it.
Exactly. Yeah. Very correctable error. And like we've talked many, many times, Jacob has missed about half the season.
Yeah. Various injuries. He had the teeth knocked out and missed the end of the early season, and then the 2-week break, and then first 2 tournaments really.
Right. Coach Hayden has been playing him a lot with the JV just to get him minutes.
Yeah.
And
Nobles tied it up 17 apiece.
We came in as we were setting up, and we saw him do some great things in the JV win.
Ill-advised pass by Rossi, and Jonathan picks up a foul, and Dominic comes to the table. He'll check back in, and it's like Coach Hayden trying to save some legs early, but not getting the outcome that he wants out of the assignments here.
Yeah.
Rossi will check out, and Rossi ended up with it sort of in dead man's corner.
Yes.
We had a different name for it when I was playing, but I'm not going to say that on the air. Reno behind on the scoreboard for the second time tonight, 18-17. 1 free throw to come. 18 fouls against the Indians, only 5 against the Bears. The deficit now 2. 24 checks in for Noble, 12 checks out. And it looks like there may be a blood sub here, yeah.
I think so.
Because the officials were having a conversation with the head coach, and then he turned and looked at his bench and hollered for somebody who was not, I don't think, ready. I don't think he'd been given the heads up, you're going in.
Right.
So a blood sub. James to Evan. Good job by Evan to clear it. To Jonathan, he can't handle it. It'll be a turnover. Game's still a little quick for him, and Matt's going to check in with 2 fouls. Yet not the sub Coach Hayden wanted to make here. He doesn't want Matt on the floor here, but Jonathan struggling to slow the game down a little bit. That happens.
Well,
he's just a freshman.
He looked to make the pass before he completed the catch. And that happens a lot with young players.
You can't get to step 3 until you execute step 2.
Nice block out by Jacob. Oh, what hands
by Evan. He secures it. He's going to attack the basket with his left, draw the foul.
Ooh.
Nearly caught the stanchion with the back of his head.
Yes, he did.
Good news is those stanchions are padded. The bad news is they still hurt when you hit them.
There's still metal behind the pad.
I don't care how thick the pad is. There's a big steel plate behind it.
No. So glad to see him slide safely away.
And that's where some of those football skills come in.
Yes.
Knowing how to hit the floor and how to protect yourself when you go down. It's a skill that some basketball players inherently learn if you get hit hard enough, but it's not, other than the taking of a charge, it's not a skill we routinely practice.
Correct. Great move by Coach, pulling James out, not picking up a cheap foul in the last minute and giving him a time to rest.
Evan 1 for 2. El Reno to within 1, trailing 19-18. And what's been by El Reno standards, a high-scoring first quarter.
Good ball movement by the Bears.
And a good challenge by Trey Davis, and a great block out by Evan. 38 seconds on the clock. Great pass,
Beautiful
and Trey
pass.
Gets the finish. You like to see that.
Good job by Trey.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that because, he struggled a little bit in the first time he was in, and he came in this time.
Get him an open
and
layup.
He finishes it, yes. But what about Evan? That was incredible.
And he did a good job of getting in the middle of the floor, drawing that help. And that's what we talked about in the girls' game. If he won't commit, run right at him and make him make a decision.
Correct.
He made that decision, and it ended up being an easy bounce pass.
Yes.
8 seconds on the clock. 6 seconds on the clock, and they overthrow. Dominic looking for Trey. And then a substitution here. They're bringing in big number 11 and big number 12. 11 the shooter, but they're not lined up as if they're going to try and get him a shot. I think he's there for the putback, but 4.9 on the clock and an overthrow. And if you're Trey Davis, you let that go out of bounds and you get it on the other end of the floor. Now, you secure possession first.
Right.
But in that case, on that overthrow with 4.9, they're throwing it from out of bounds.
Yeah, that's right.
And if he doesn't touch it, El Reno gets to inbound under their own basket.
That's right.
Coach Hayden probably having that conversation right now. It's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching Indian Basketball on El Reno Indians.tv.
Right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit GoPioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
And we're back to it into the first quarter. El Reno trailing by just one. And what was an up and down first quarter? Lots of trips to the basket. And Matt Topai being told to tuck in his jersey. And that's in the rule book, and I can tell you officials hate being the fashion police, but it's in the rule book just like a block charge, a hold, or an illegal dribble.
So true.
And if you can't enforce parts of it, you got to enforce it all, I promise.
Nice play
they don't like
by
being fashion
Jacob.
police, but a great rebound there. Good job by Dom stepping back, and Trey in the isolation one-on-one draws the double team. Good job by Trey recognizing the double. And a good job by Dom staying seen, staying in position.
Good screen.
Great step through.
Yes.
And Matt tees that up. It doesn't go. Long rebound. Can't handle it. Good job by Dominic. To kill the break there. He sat on the midline, which is that stripe that runs rim to rim right down the center of the court. If you cut the court in half hot dog style.
Yeah.
Stood on the midline until the pass was made and knew he had the foot speed to close it out. And that's on the line, up the line denial.
Good block out by Dom right there.
And they're going to get Trey for a hold. 50-50 ball.
50-50, yes.
And if you're Trey, if you block out, that doesn't happen. It took a weird bounce, but he came off his block out a little early.
Yes.
He was trying to chase the ball, and that's an instinct. Every rebounder has, every big kid, big boy, big girl has that instinct, I think. I think it's the big genes that we're born with.
Right.
But if you're blocking your man out, he can't get it. I don't care if it bounces on the floor 15 times, your man's not going to get it.
Well, Trey went up after that big time. I would like to see him elevate like that, kind of like when we talk about Pauline.
Great spin in the double team against James.
Yeah, great
out
job.
The basket for James.
Great job. And again, and Indian Nation knows that's one of my pet peeves is if you get a charge and you're standing under the goal, there's no place for that offensive player to come down. And so I like that call because there was no place for him to go, and he made a great move. And
you do want him to be cautious of that spin, though.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because if that player gets there a little quicker, they send that the other way. So
yes.
And they're doubling him on the high side, and then when he makes his post move, they're doubling him on the low side. So James going to have his hands full all night trying to find space. Indians back on top, 22-21. James can't get the free throw to go.
Yep. He needs to hold that follow through and stay, and we've talked about that, backing off the line.
And they ran 24 off a triple screen, and Trey got hung up in the last of the three.
Yes.
But a good pass
good
ahead.
Lead. Very good play by number 2.
And Evan did a good job of forcing Carter. No, that is Evan. Yeah, that is
Evan.
Did a good job of forcing the turnover.
It's Evan. He's everywhere.
Yeah, of course it is. When in doubt, it's probably Evan.
At the first of the year, I was like,
good seal off by James, and he finished
great job.
He did a good job of avoiding contact.
Yes.
That ball to his chin, got under, then elevated and finished high with the left hand.
Yes.
24-21, the Indians back on top.
And why are we back on top? Evan is doing his thing.
That's right.
James is doing his thing. And then that's going to open up everything for the outside people and for our youngster
Evan to
inside.
James, and
great job.
That's a tough finish.
That's a tough finish, and I guarantee you number 22 didn't want any part of that charge.
He was in position.
He was in position.
He got out of the way. He saw that train coming and said, no,
That's
sir,
right.
thank you very much.
That's right.
A timeout called by Noble, 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. 26-21, the Indians lead. 5:49 to play in the second. Kurt's got unofficial scoring for us here. And Carter with 9, James with 8, Evan with 4, Matt Topai with 3, and Trey Davis with 2, unofficially.
And James just back on the floor after Coach Hayden giving him the minute before the end of the first quarter and then that timeout rest, come back in, 6 straight points by our big man.
Absolutely. And coming off probably a career night at McGinnis. Everything ran through him.
Yes.
And everything he threw up went in.
Yes.
And, there are sports that have style points. This isn't one of them. You get in the hole however it goes.
No, the ball was a ping pong ball and the net was the ocean.
That's right.
It was
and we've had
amazing.
Nights when we all remember those nights, but we also remember the nights where we couldn't throw it in the ocean from a cruise ship.
That's exactly true.
You could have put me on a ladder in front of it and I'd miss it. It was like watching me try to throw trash away at Jinx the other night.
Yeah. Evan, Zach, we talk about how that if a kid comes out, it's like giving up 10 points. Certain kids come out, it's like giving up 10 points. Evan is definitely one of those players.
James, the 15-footer, doesn't go. Trey Davis keeps it alive, finds James, and then James is fouled on the floor.
It's a good job.
And he'll shoot the 1-and-1 free throw. So
good job following his shot.
9 team fouls for the Indians. I think this is the 8th team foul for Noble. It is.
Yes.
James will shoot the 1-and-1, so free throws will be crucial with over half the second period remaining.
High and soft, stay still.
That's a better looking shot.
Yeah, that's a much better looking shot. Came up on his toes.
Rossi's going to come check in. Dom's going to take a break, so.
And I will tell you one thing. Anytime that small senior is on the floor, he's going to give every ounce of his 5'7", 5'8" frame.
That's right. 1 for 2, James goes. 27-23 the lead.
Nice read.
Yeah, and Carter saw it.
Yes.
He had to cover a long way, but he's got those. He's built like Kevin Durant, not that tall, but really long arms, really long wingspan. Most of us, our wingspan is roughly our height vertically.
Yes.
And he's going to have a 3 to 4 inch difference with a longer wingspan.
Correct.
He had to cover a lot of ground and still was able to get a hand on it.
Yeah. And I guarantee you, we will watch him throughout the rest of this game, and he will be reading and picking just like Big Brother. Nice step.
Yes.
Good job.
Yeah, great interception by Evan. He got it down the floor, and then Rossi read it. And if they're playing you man like Noble is,
yes.
If somebody runs at you, run away from them.
That's right.
Evan came to Rossi. Rossi ran right to the front of the rim. Evan hit him on a bounce pass. Rossi finished high.
That's
and a great rebound by James. He high pointed that.
We're beginning to play El Reno Indian basketball.
Carter pulls the 3, no good. He had Trey posted up. I'd like to see. He can shoot off the bounce, but he doesn't like this side of the floor as much.
Correct. Nice read by Carter. Oh!
And that's the old don't save it under their basket drill.
Nice block from behind by Trey.
Good ball movement by Noble.
Absolutely. Noble is a well-coached team.
They are. They do things right.
I'm impressed with them.
And we were talking about their schedule while Cole was getting it set up and an illegal dribble call.
Yes.
And Rossi knocked down the 3 to no avail. You and I were talking while Cole was building the stream for us about the record, about the season for Piedmont, and for Noble rather. They played Piedmont tight, played Guthrie.
Beat Guthrie 15.
Yeah, lost to Carl Albert by 9.
9, yeah. So, I mean, we were looking at common opponents, and we were saying, you know what? We haven't seen them. We haven't heard much about them. But to say I'm not impressed would be the understatement of the world, because they're a good ball club.
And we talked about how they play some smaller schools, but they're sort of out here by themselves. Other than the 6A of Moore and Norman, there's really nobody close. And they play the Little Axes of the world. Little Axe is a basketball school.
Yes.
They're going to be competitive. They're like Frontier up north.
Correct.
North of Stillwater. They're going to be competitive every year.
Yes.
And so I don't care if you're from Jinx or if you're from Goatybo. Little Axe going to give you fits. Long three, no good. Well timed by Rossi. Did a good job of holding that. It's going to be a 60-second timeout taken by Coach Hayden. El Reno leads 25-29. And it's a 60-second timeout, so we'll take it with them. You're watching Indian basketball. We'll be right back.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
And with the second horn, we are back to it. El Reno leading by 4. And for the Calumet fans, they're down big they lost, I'm being told by Kurt Parker here. They lost to Oklahoma Christian Academy, I believe.
42-33.
So dropped that one by 11, but just a regional for them. So they'll have the opportunity to survive and advance from the bottom side of the bracket tomorrow.
And that's the Lady Chieftains.
Okay.
The Chieftains will play next.
Rossi nearly airballed short. I forgot the small schools start a half hour later than they do.
Correct.
Good, and a good job of holding the ground.
Very good.
The Noble man avoided the contact but unable to finish. And a great take by Rossi on the end line to draw the block, and he'll go to the free throw line. So free throws, as they always are, but
crucial.
But more seemingly larger.
Yes.
In this contest because it's so early in the game, and the game is so close on the scoreboard.
Yes.
El Reno able to make some timely free throws against McGinnis, and able to make some timely free throws against Carl Albert, although if we just put 60 points on the board and 4 minutes on the clock, we could play McGinnis a lot faster twice a year. 2 for 2. Good shooting by Rossi Harjo there. 31-25 now the Indian lead, and Noble to substitute. And into the front court they come. El Reno back in their zone. Good job by Carter to just sit in that passing lane. He didn't overcommit, so if you overcommit, you get backdoor cut. He didn't get back cut, but he just showed enough of that passing lane to deter that throw. Rossi challenges the three. No good. Long rebound, and that's, and she's right on top of it.
Yeah.
Traveling violation. Official looking right at it. She sends it the other way. Carter into Rossi. Rossi takes it into the front court. Carter with it on the left wing. Rossi, the no-look pass to Evan. Evan to James. James finishes. Yes, Rossi sets that up with the no-look pass. Evan attacks, draws a man.
Yeah.
And he didn't attack with a look to score. He attacked for the purposes of draw and help. And then he said, hey, I'll take James in a one-on-one all day long.
Correct. They became
that's a triangle
as it were, Janae and Pauline.
Yes.
Looking for that high-low.
Good trap opportunity.
Yes.
22 for Noble. Hasn't looked to do much with it tonight, so El Reno content to just sort of
good
play
challenge
back off
by
of
Trey.
Inside 60 seconds. El Reno leads by 8 in the second. 45 seconds. 3 from the corner doesn't go. And good rebound by Carter. He leads the
rebound.
break, and he almost threw it to
Yes,
James,
he
but he
did.
made a great decision.
Yes.
That's a tough catch for James. If he can wrangle it, he's going to be out of position.
Now, with 30 seconds, we're going to hold for one.
That's right. El Reno leads by 8, 33-25, inside 30 to play in the first half. Every foul shoots. In fact, every foul shoots 2. Rossi does a good job of breaking the 5 count.
I love what Coach Hayden was doing right there. If you were watching as a fan and you were seeing, he was saying,
And
you go here, you go
great
here.
ball movement.
And a left-hand
And a left-handed
finish.
finish.
Great job by Trey.
Yeah,
Caught it high. The pass was high. He kept it high. Let's not foul. Good challenge.
And that's a good challenge by
Excellent.
Carter to stick that hand out to the side there.
Absolutely.
El Reno takes a 10-point lead into the half. They trailed by 1 at the end of the first, so they won that one by 11. 35-25 Indians lead. We'll take a halftime break. You're watching Indian basketball. Be right back.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize.
And with under 60 in the halftime intermission, we're prepared to get back to it in the third. Reno leads by 10, 35-25 over the hosts. Remember, tomorrow night is senior night at Jinx Simmons. So come out and support the 8 Lady Indians and the 6 Indians, as well as the seniors from the cheerleading squad. So we will do our very best to bring you a full set of those announcements. So our audio system is not hooked to the public address system there in Jinx, but I do have, working on getting anyway, the notes. James with 13, Evan with 5, Matt with 3, Carter with 9, Trey with 4, and Rossi with 4. First 5 on the floor to start the second half. Evan, Carter, Dom, Matt, and James. Carter handles it, into the front court he comes. Good job by James to find Carter. Right back to James. They're going to send that, and that's a good call. Yes, and they tried to set that up earlier when James made the baseline move, and that is certainly something the Noble coaching staff discussed at halftime. Coming off a 30-point or nearly 30-point game. Last score I had on him was 28. He may have gone for 30. But 28 against McGinnis. Yes. They know that his first, second, and third looks right now. And James is going to get called for an off-ball hold. And Trey Davis gets the quick sub. James with 3. And Carter will, or check that, Noble will inbound. Good defense by Carter and by Trey. The tall number 11, he hit 1 tonight, but hasn't had much luck since then. That no good. Dom into the front court. Great hesitation move. Carter off the Dom flip pass, no good. Good hustle. But he follows his own shot. He tries it from the other side. Same spot, opposite side of the floor, and he gets it to go. 38-25, Indians on top. Indians lead by 13, but Noble demonstrated early in the game they have the ability to shoot the basketball from long, including big number 11. He's a load in the post. Yes. Probably at least 6'7". At least. Might give him 6'8", but a 6'8" who can stroke it. Nice rebound by Matt Topai did a great job of going up in the land of trees. He just kept going up. Yep. Carter off of the Evan pass, tees that up from the corner, no good. Trey Davis gets the rebound. Great handoff to Matt. Nice ball movement, very unselfish play. He gets it to fall. I actually lost track of where that ball was, and next thing I see is Evan going up with it. So I think that was off a Matt Topai pass, I think. I did lose track of it. It absolutely was. And a 30-second timeout called by Noble. El Reno on top 25-40. So out to I think a 7-2 lead by my count so far. Correct. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. 6:20 on the clock. Tomorrow night is senior night at Jinx Simmons. You guys, all of our viewers, have done a great job of tuning in. Nearly 50,000 since January 1st. That is great. And over 120,000 since September 1st. That's as far back as I decided to go. I could have gone back earlier into August where we had a few volleyball matches and a few softball games. Yes. But picked up, so there's some additional out there I haven't accounted for. But just since September 1st, over 120,000 viewers. And it's each and every one of you. And that's 120,000 machines. That could be 8 people watching a TV. That could be 1 person watching it at dinner. Right, so right. It's 120,000 different devices. Great pass in transition. Held ball on the end line. And Carter advocating his point. And Carter thought that the ball was out of bounds before the held ball, but the Indians with the arrow now that Noble has inbounded the ball. Good ball pressure by Dom. Yes. The ball screen was effective, but the shot didn't go. That was great job by Dominic. Yes. He walked the tightrope right on the sideline. Evan can't get it to go. I like the aggressiveness. And if you're Matt, you'll keep it there. That was smart. Very smart. And that leads to a steal. So Evan and Dominic work together to force the steal. And Trey's going to get 2 shots. He really did a good job tracking that ball because it was low for a man that's 6'5". It was low and it had some spin on it. Yeah. And he knew. If you don't read the spin, you tend to over-pursue the ball, so you end up having to catch it back behind you or off your shoulder. He saw the hook that they kind of like English on a bowling ball. Right. A hook on a bowling ball. He saw that spin. It's the Olympics, curling. They put a little spin on it. And you can, if you understand how to do that, you can put a lot. You can move the ball really well. Topai,
Nice shot.
He's had one fall, and the rest of them he's touched about every inch of the rim.
Yes.
They just can't get it to fall, but you keep shooting.
And Matthew is that very cerebral player. He understands his role.
Just because he made one from there earlier, if he doesn't like the setup, he'll turn it down. And a great job running the floor.
That is 2 times
a little bit out of control in the
that we've
transition
just
game.
been a little bit out of control, but you love the look down the floor.
You love the aggressiveness.
Yeah.
And
honestly, it could have been 3.
Yeah.
But Dom, like you said earlier, he tight-roped.
Yeah.
And he saved that one.
Yeah. And Dom went with the wrong hand there. He was called for a push. He ran his shoulder through the man's chest.
Yes.
If he goes with the other hand.
You know that Dom has had to love finally getting to play somebody his size and to kind of be the aggressor as far as
Great job by Carter.
Physicality. Oh, I love
Count the basket. Yes, Trey Davis.
Fantastic.
Even if he gets called for a charge, I like the aggressiveness going to the basket. He tried to finesse it earlier and couldn't get it to fall.
Yes.
I like going right to the rim with attitude with it. I like it.
Excellent job by Trey.
And Carter Roman-Nose is up for the Daily Oklahoman Player of the Week.
He got second.
Did he? Okay.
I
couldn't remember when voting closed. So
it was close.
And he was up against some really talented athletes.
Yes, he was.
That was a stacked pool. Whoever won had. I saw on the girls' side somebody's averaging 27 a game.
Yeah.
Great hustle all the way down the floor.
And who was hustling?
Yeah, and Evan had a full sprint.
He is so much fun to watch.
And they're going to get Noble's number 5, I believe, for that foul they did.
There is never a play that he does not think that he can make something positive for the El Reno Indians happen.
Correct.
Oh, nice
shot fake by Rossi. A good decision by Jacob not going over the top.
Yes.
He didn't like he got blocked out. He challenged to the point that he could, and then he knew how close he could walk that line without getting whistled for a foul.
And I want to see Jacob come in and really concentrate on giving us a good, strong 3 minutes, no fouls, solid defense.
And they're going to get Rossi on the block, I think. I say he pushed, but in any event.
I would think it'd be more chested.
Yeah. Just don't have a mechanic for that in the book.
Correct.
And if you watch the NBA or you watch college, there are additional mechanics in the NBA book and the college book than there are in the high school book. And I think the goal, to the credit of the Federation, is to keep the mechanics and the signals simple.
Simple, yes.
Don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple. None of these referees out here make a living doing this. They do this to help take care of their families, but this is not their full-time occupation. At the collegiate level, big-time college, that is their job. They make a living.
Jacob has got his man pinned. Now move up the line, young man.
Overthrow.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen Jacob. He was posted, and he posted, like, get a clock inside your head and say, I've been here for about 4 seconds. That's long enough. Move up the line and let the perimeter player drive, and then when he picks up the double, then you have that little short J.
Yep. They're going to get Evan with the reach over the top there.
And I don't hate that effort.
No.
I mean,
just his second foul, too.
Yeah, and he's, like I said, utility man. He's been literally everywhere. Good job by Jacob. Yep. That was a great challenge.
Yeah, he got beat to the spot.
Yes.
Decided not to foul.
And there was it was a good inbounds play. Good screen was set.
Well executed.
Yes.
And you saw Jacob run through his reads there. His first read, and Trey saying, give me the ball. And Trey did a good job of sealing his man off to draw the foul.
Yeah.
The first look for Jacob there is to find Trey. And again, Noble covered him.
And again, we've talked about this too with Trey playing, he's just a freshman. And he's used to being the big, tall guy and not having to jump so much on shots, kind of more of a tiptoe. And like we have seen Pauline a couple of times just to kind of tiptoe up and not great block out.
And that effort paid off. Carter didn't give up on it. And he threw it off his hip. A little bit unconventional shooting for him, and Rossi does a great job of drawing the foul.
I thought he got knocked out. I honestly thought the guy's elbow
it was similar to the way a fighter falls when they take one to the jaw. Yeah. And I think he just came down with his weight forward and was trying not to fall on his face.
Yes, I agree.
And James checks back in, and good long break for him.
Yes.
Great minutes by Jacob and Trey working together to keep him off the floor.
Like I said, he was in for about 2 minutes and gave us some great solid minutes.
And in terms of a basketball game,
there's that elevation that I'm talking about.
And in a basketball game, 2 clock minutes is a long time.
Yes.
That's about 12 minutes of real time.
Yeah, I didn't finish my comment a while ago because we got so excited about what happened on the offensive end. But with Trey, like that elevation right there, when he understands that he's playing guys that are his size, then he will start to lift more like he did on that.
And that's a challenge by Trey. If it goes in, it goes in.
Great challenge. Levin is an excellent shooter. I mean, he's a pure shooter.
Carter's going to try and answer. He does.
There we go.
48-32, the Indian lead, 16 right now. Good cover but they're going to get him on the hold. So Trey had a good initial cover, and then one has a really strong hesitation move.
Yes.
And he got Trey rocked back on his heels, and when he changed direction, Trey reached out, grabbed him by the jersey.
Yeah.
It's similar, and Dominic Havern checks back in.
That's Carter's 4th 3 of the night, Zach.
I like it. He's shooting the ball with confidence.
He is.
And he's shooting the ball well. He's making good decisions on when to shoot.
Oh, what a pass. Oh, my goodness. He was looking straight at Evan and passed it to James.
And James tapped his chest, and the no-look actually worked against Carter there because James saw him look at Evan and said he's going to Evan, so James was filling to that short corner side to draw the help man over.
Yeah.
And Carter was thinking, just stay right there and I got you. But Carter, he's reading his game like a book right now.
He is. The game is
and a great strong move by Dom.
Great job by Dom for his first 2 points of the evening.
I like to see him get on the
incredible
scoreboard.
defense all night long.
He's run his offense well. He's made good decisions on the defensive end. Carter with another steal. He's just filling every stat book in town.
And you have to stop and you have to just scratch your head a little bit and say, this kid is a freshman.
I don't know what the Roman noses do, but I hope they really enjoy their job. I don't want them to move.
No.
I want them to stay around for a very long time.
Good job by Rossi, letting it go back court. Get Dom
Good
out.
Good job by
Dom.
Rossi quick, and they're going to get the big fella for the foul. And I've been in that position. And the big fella trying to take
you're like,
charge.
Oh well.
You're in position. My coach used to say, listen, you're not going to get a lot of help there, even if you're there in time, just because of the mismatch.
Yeah,
try to go block it. Don't give him an and one.
Yeah, don't give him an and one.
But you got to, any big man willing to stand there and take a charge from anybody.
Correct.
But certainly a point guard, you got to applaud the effort.
Yes.
And, we mentioned earlier, they're well coached. He was in position, and his instinct is, I'm here.
Right.
Let me take this contact, and we'll send it the other way.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, Carter's and Evan are getting very much deserved rest.
Oh, yeah. Rossi can't get that one to go. 50-32, the Indians lead by 18, 68 seconds to play in the third quarter. We see high school basketball has, especially on the men's side, but on both sides of the ball, long two. A lot of dribble handoff now.
Yes.
For a while we saw set play style, 6-on-6 looking type offense. Great handles by James. He can't get it to go. And he's still in the mix and draws the foul. Wow.
Great hustle.
James doesn't miss an opportunity to get involved. We saw when I was playing in high school in the early 2000s, it was very much a set-based style of play.
Yeah.
We're going to come down and run a play, and if we don't get it, we'll pull it back out and run a different play.
Right.
Then we went to then the game transitioned to a lot of ball screen type action, and defense is caught up to that. It's very much like college football.
Yeah.
Defense is caught up and can't make the first one. So the 1-and-1 doesn't make the first one, so he doesn't get the second. Then now we're seeing the game go to a lot more dribble handoff. That was started by a movement in the early 20 teens. Great hand on the sideline. Rossi did a good job of splitting it, and I think Coach Hayden gets a timeout. He does. 60-second timeout. Nope, 30. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Indians lead 50-34. Come out to Jinx tomorrow night for the senior night. You know, we were talking about, you know, the progression of offense and the transition from the set play to the ball screen and out of the dribble handoff in the 20 teens. So really 2011 to about 2016, the NBA perfected an offense called the dribble drive motion, where it's a read-based offense, sort of like the RPO in football.
Oh, but long before that, 6-on-6 girls basketball, and we called it the weave.
Yep.
And that's basically all it is.
Well, I mean,
then you make that read off of the weave, and then that's where you go.
Well, and you could chase it all the way back to the 80s with Danny Manning and the Miracles.
Yeah.
Running the what we now call the KU continuity.
Yeah.
You know, and then the low flex along the mid post area. Then it transitioned to the high flex up at the high post area. So motion offense long been a staple in basketball, but we see it evolve and change in complexity.
Yeah.
There's a point where it gets too complex, and then we ease off a little bit, and it evolves and matures and changes. And 8 seconds on the clock. Great shoulder fake. Rossi can't get it to go. It's a foot race. 1 second on the clock, and it goes. Count that basket. So credit Noble to executing that well in transition. El Reno takes a 14-point lead into the fourth quarter. So I think they were up 10 at the break. Yeah, they won that quarter by 4.
Yes.
You're watching El Reno basketball. We will be right.
Athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Diesel Horse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Diesel Horse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and
And we're back to it at the end of the third quarter. Possession arrow favoring the Indians, and they lead by 14, 36-50.
Zach, unofficially, we have Carter now with 15, James with 11, and Evan with 9, and Trey Davis with 8. To lead the scores for El Reno Indians, and
James draws
as
another
you
one.
heard, we're almost 4 El Reno Indians in double figures.
That's right.
And that's great balanced scoring. When you look at the scoreboard and we're 50, and you've got 4 sharing the load, that's fantastic.
Yeah, you like to see the distribution of scoring, and when you get nights like that, there's such a relief when you look at the load that James had to carry against McGinnis.
Correct.
And if that's what you're called on by your teammates, you do that. James says, I'll take that load if that's what we need.
Yes.
And every player wants to score 30.
Mm-hmm.
But James isn't exactly shooting open jump shots to score those 30.
No.
He's battling in the land of the trees, and I don't care how perfect the game is called. Being a post player is a physical position to play.
Yeah.
It just is.
Basketball
is not a no contact sport. Not that guards don't get their share of hand checks and jersey tugs.
Yes.
But in a different way.
Oh, yeah. The physicality level inside that paint goes up exponentially over the outside. You and I both were post players in high school.
And my home,
we know.
My alma mater colors are red, so our lane was always bright red, and my coach used to say that red came from the blood of his post players. Carter, step back three. I think that was tipped, but Evan ran it down, and he flips it to Trey Davis.
There's
the basket for the young fella.
What a beautiful drop step.
Yes.
Quick move, high off the glass, soft.
Good hands by Evan to get it to him.
Yes.
And then Trey, we saw against
Wait a minute,
McGinnis.
good heavens, good
Good hands, Evan.
good hands by who?
Yeah, exactly.
Evan.
And I can't get that one to fall. But we saw in the McGinnis game, Trey would catch it and bounce it 4, 5, 6 times. Even earlier today,
Correct.
he had one where he got stuck in the corner with it.
Yes.
When he caught that pass from Evan, he knew, where is my man behind me,
Yep.
and how do I get to the basket?
Yes.
And knowing where your defender is and where the help side is, you can have your decision made up when you get the ball. And then if they move, you just adjust with them. But if you have to hunt for them after you catch it, you're behind. Noble knocks down that three, 54-39. Indians lead by 15.
Trey is now in double figures, so that is our fourth Indian in double figures tonight.
Great
Smart.
move by James.
Very smart.
Trey, the 15-footer,
Nice.
goes. Great. Even though it's high-low, but it really looked more low-high.
Yes.
But high-low post play. And stressed the interior of that Noble defense.
What a play.
And what a finish. Wow.
Absolutely fantastic.
And a demonstration of the athleticism by both Carter and Dominic. Carter ran that down and had, by the smallest of margins, space to throw that behind his back. And then James jumps the route. He's going to take it behind the back. And it gets away from
the
him.
handles by the big man.
Evan on an island, but he challenges it. Great play by Evan.
And Dom, what a great block out.
And they're going to get Dom with the foul here.
What a great block out. I'm so proud of him for doing that. And he may have stepped under him a little bit, but you do what you've got to do when you've got about a 6'3" guy coming over, and good block out.
And a 1-on-1 opportunity, the bonus foul.
Oh, and not only did he not block, did he block out? He blocked out 6'7".
Yeah.
That's great.
And we see Matt Topai coming to check in. Free throw up and good. Topai checks in. Trey checks out. So great minutes by that young fella. Coach Hayden raises a high five, and
yes,
as does Fred Slaughter.
I don't think I've seen many 6'7" players
shoot the ball that well.
Shoot the ball as well as number 11. I'm very impressed with that young man.
If I'm a college coach looking for a little bit, either an undersized center or a good shooting guard, an oversized shooting guard, and Carter gets that to go.
Five threes tonight for the young man.
I'm going to give number 11 a look. So he's a little bit undersized for the center position, a little bit tall for the shooting guard.
Yes.
But he's going to be a matchup nightmare either way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and as a college like MacU or somebody like that, definitely.
Carter out early, and a nice, great transition play. And you can see the point guard instinct in Dominic there.
Yes.
He went up in traffic to his weak hand and said, I don't like what I have here. So he flipped it right out. Carter.
Yeah.
And the shot Carter made was not an easy shot either.
Yeah.
He had no glass to help him. He had to shoot that clean, and he did.
Well, and here's the other thing about that, too. Like you said, Dom was on the, didn't like what he had, but he also is he's a coach's thinking point guard.
That's a good call against Carter.
It is a good call.
He overplayed it a little bit.
Yeah.
And credit to Noble. When you see that, and this is something guards should be coached if they're not. If you're coaching rec ball or travel ball or youth basketball,
yes,
and you're coaching guards, you see that defender overplay into your path of travel.
Correct.
Turn and don't dribble into him, dribble at him.
Yeah, and I don't know if this young man on the line, I can't see his number right now, if he is a younger player, he's got a really nice skill set.
Yeah, Evan threw it, but telegraphed it a little bit, so nearly a great circus finish by Noble. Better decision there by Evan, and back into the transition half court. And now this is really the first time, even though we had it
Yes.
Even though they had killed the break, the speed of the game was still, and James finishes
Very
opposite side.
nice.
And El Reno has a way. They did it against McGinnis to get out to that big 22-20 lead.
Correct.
Early in the second quarter. They did it against McGinnis. They have a way of, even when the fast break is defended, they're able to keep the frenetic pace of play up.
Correct.
Even in the half court, to give it that feeling of transition, to keep that defense shifting. Oh, Carter a little slow to get up.
And I'm not so sure he didn't hit the standard with maybe the back of his leg, like his calf.
Yep. He's moved on past it, still throwing a hand up, says, I'm still willing to shoot it. Give me a shot. Give me a look, I'll pull the trigger. El Reno leads by 21. 65-44, inside 4 to play in the final period. And really, for the first time in the better part of 30 minutes, El Reno slowing the game down.
Yeah.
Carter appearing none the worse for the wear.
No.
Of course,
as
well as he's been playing, he's not going to feel it for a couple of days anyway.
Yeah, and something I really like that Coach Hayden is working on right now is he's working on a little bit of a spread offense. Evan makes great decisions when he gets into the middle of the paint, and that's going to be happening. Playoffs is right around in the corner, and that's going to be happening. Should I say playoffs are going to be around the corner, excuse me.
Well, we start a week from today.
Yes.
Girls are at home at 8 o'clock.
That's right.
If you want to watch an evening of basketball, there's a game in front of them at 6:30, so come out and watch that.
Yeah.
Girls play at 8.
That will be Piedmont MacArthur, and that'll be a good game. And then we have Lawton Knight, correct?
Yep, both teams play Eisenhower. Carter still harassing the ball handler. I think every opportunity is right. And a great defense, and yeah, they're going to get him for a block, but you like the effort. You like getting in the way.
Yeah. But he's done it twice now, so now he's got to make the adjustment.
Yeah.
And that's where,
and I will say,
that's where the youngster, as a freshman, that's where he's going to learn so much from playing this year.
9th team foul, just Carter's. Board says his first, but board says his second. Each of these scoreboards foul line
nice
reads a little
rebound by
different,
Jacob right there.
His first foul, or check that, his second foul. And both of them coming in the last handful of possessions.
Correct.
So he played the better part of the entirety of the basketball game foul-free.
Rossi finds Jacob. Jacob finishes.
Great job. Great pass by Rossi. Great finish by Jacob. And you see Jacob down the floor already talking to Deontay.
Good run out by Jacob. Oh!
Yeah, and Jacob timed that pretty well.
He did.
But he's got about a 40-pound advantage.
Yeah.
And so any type of contact is going to be magnified. That's sort of like me running over Cole behind us.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. Yeah, he basically took it out of the guy's hands. But, again, from behind, and 9 times out of 10, maybe not 9, but 7 times out of 10, I know that there were times that I felt like I had a very clean block, but because I was from behind.
Well, and the better play there, I think, and again, that's something that will mature as his game evolves. One of the better play, I think, when you get that block opportunity from behind, is you offset and then you go for the block after the ball's out of the hand. Mm-hmm. Sort of the chase down style LeBron James type block. Rossi airballs that one. Jacob did a great job of getting his hands out of the way and not drawing a foul there.
He did.
2:18 to play. Great handles.
That was Josiah that shot.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was.
Josiah checked in, and we didn't catch him.
Yeah,
Jonathan Reed is in, and Deontay Washington is in.
Yep, so Coach Hayden, and I like seeing him get into the bench here. And you look at Carter, who's checked out, and he's down there having a conversation with his senior floor general. He's also talking to Cole Strong, who is a valuable member of the scout team, a senior himself. We'll recognize him tomorrow night. Cole doesn't get a lot of minutes, but provides valuable good looks in practice. And down to having a conversation with him. And Kurt, we had players who didn't play a lot. We've even had managers over the years that were on teams I was a part of. When they sit there all game and watch basketball all season, they see a lot of things.
Yes. Yes, they do.
They just sit and observe. They can pick up patterns, pick up trends that you may miss when you're in the heat. Great job by
Good
Jacob.
job. Good block out.
And some of these supporting cast members, if you will, managers and those who are further down in the depth chart, when you spend a lot of time on the bench and you watch
Yes.
entire basketball games for long periods of time, you pick up trends, and sometimes you get really good, really valuable information from somebody who maybe hasn't even taken a shot during a varsity game yet.
Absolutely.
You know, a couple of times a game, our head coach would always look over at our manager and say, Nathan, what do you see? Do you see anything that I'm missing? And occasionally he'd have something for us. He said, I've been watching this. I think this is what they're doing. And sure enough, we'd go and look at it a few trips down and say, that's exactly what we're doing, and we'd find a way to capitalize on it.
Right. Good story about that. We had a girl that played for us at Cashin, and she went on to be with Coach Finkbeiner at ORU as his manager. And she was out shooting three-pointers and free throws one day, and all the girls were just kind of sitting there watching her, and she hit
the bank is open.
She hit like 7 threes in a row and 25 free throws in a row, and some of the girls were walking up and saying, how are you doing that? And she was the manager, and he told her, he said, you probably need to quit doing that. You're showing my shooters up.
And a great decision there by Jonathan Reed on the defensive end of the floor. Waited for it to clear out, found a seam. He struggled earlier tonight, threw some ill-advised passes, made some poor decisions.
Absolutely.
Which a freshman's going to make.
Yeah.
You know, we're spoiled that we see Carter playing like a senior at 14 years old.
Yeah.
And when you compare him again.
Nice shot by Jacob.
Yeah, and good free throws by that young fellow. When we compare Carter to his true peers, and we realize the basketball IQ that he has as a freshman.
Correct.
And, you know, people like Jonathan Reed who don't see as many court minutes, he'll see them next year, just not seeing them this year.
Right.
And you see some of those mental errors and you go, why is he making those? And you realize Carter made those earlier in the season. He's just had the minutes to rep them out. And every bad decision is a fantastic learning opportunity. And the big fella, Noble's got a couple of big guys who can shoot the ball. Rossi handling that ball with confidence, man. I like it. He does a good job. He did a good job, at least right there, of recognizing he felt like he was getting out of control.
Correct.
So let's clear it out, reset the offense. Here he comes. He's going to run it again. But now he's not having to beat a double team. Head and shoulders. Good job of breaking the
nice
5 count. And a great job by Jacob. Jonathan with it. Picks it up. Good job by Jacob again.
Now, some of his teammates were admonishing him because he didn't turn and go to the basket, and he kind of looks at Coach Hayden after he passed, and he's like, we weren't supposed to, were we?
Yeah,
and
we're
Coach
gonna run
Hayden
it out.
said, that's right.
And with 5.9, Jonathan, he's been poked in the eye a couple of times here.
There is something about Jacob's face that draws somebody's fist from the opposing team.
And I don't think it's ever been done maliciously. I think it's just luck of the draw. He just happens to be in the right place every time somebody's digging for it.
Exactly.
And I will say to his credit, I think part of that is he never puts that ball at his belt line.
No, he never does.
It's always at his chin.
That's
so when
right.
they're digging at it, they're digging at his chin.
That's right.
Which is a good problem to have. 1 for 2, the young man goes. El Reno's going to come out of here with a sweep on all fronts. I don't know if the girls JV won, but the boys did. Zeros on the clock. El Reno takes this one 73-51. We hope each and every one of you will come out and fill Jink Simmons to the rafters tomorrow night.
Honor our seniors tomorrow night.
In the event you can't, we do want you to tune in to ElRenoIndians.tv. Please do us a favor, log in early.
Yes.
They're going to recognize the girls before the girls' game. So we're going to open that stream earlier than normal.
Correct.
The boys before the boys' game and the cheerleaders at halftime. So I've gotten some of that information already from Jacqueline Smith. I'll work on getting the rest of it tomorrow. Remember, no school tomorrow. Great time to get caught up in your homework.
And no school on Monday.
That's right. And if you're going to the Snow Blitz semi-formal, make sure you get your clothes to the dry cleaners and have the wrinkles washed out of them.
That's right.
For all of us here at ElRenoIndians.tv, for Kurt Parker, Donovan Ramirez, Cole Owen, I'm Zach Morgan. We thank you all very much for tuning in. And as always, Kurt,
go Indians and Lady Indians.
We'll see you tomorrow.